let's do it. Star Citizen, here we come. Is this Greece?
What's good, gang? Stealing ships is back to normal. And it looks like things are looking up for pirates everywhere. So I thought I'd share a few tips and answer some of the burning questions y'all been asking.
Oh man. But there's nothing to do in Star Citizen, everybody. That's what they're gonna tell you. Like last night when we were watching Salty Mike and he said that there's nothing to do in Star Citizen. Nothing to do here, right? Like he's 100% correct, right? Like absolutely no fun, nothing to do. Wah wah. Right. Crazy, man. Like crazy.
So the number one question y'all bring to me all the time is this one.
Hey, how you doing, man?
How you just looking good, man? Wow. Now you're not gonna believe me. But the secret stuff, what you've all been looking for, it's just time and patience.
For real. For real. He's absolutely right, man. It's a big verse out there. But I found myself in situations randomly by doing things that were random. It seems to be the magical recipe to find like fun in the game. It's like do your own thing randomly. Think of something that you want to do, a loop, whatever it may be, and randomly something cool happens to you. And generally it involves another player. And when that shit happens, that's magical. Some people get pissed off. They want to be left in their own world. And I say, nay, not in an MMO. In an MMO, you are not safe. There could be cool things that happen to you. It doesn't always have to be bad either. Sometimes you have instances where it turns out bad, but like it's still cool. And sometimes you have instances where it could be bad and it actually like the people are good and it turns out in your favor. It's chance. It's rolling the dice, baby. It's an MMO.
Move this man!
Nah, I know. It's not what you want to hear. But it's the truth. Now, there are a couple tricks I'm going to show you that might increase the chance.
And he's right. There's no magical recipe right now. You know when when you'll be able to actually find people on the regular. Besides the events. The events you can. Like THUR was great for that. Stormbreaker was great for that. You know, some people got a little out of control and there was the security measures weren't in on places where security measures need to be in. But that's just the game we got right now, right? But like I love random chaos. I thrive in chaos. And in a game, I feel like that is what's the magical part to it that makes it very fun. And I think some people just don't have the mindset for that anymore. I think as we continue forward in this journey, more and more people want spoon-fed content. They want to be handheld. They've got thin skin about everything. And it's quite a shame to see what's happening to the gamer community turning into a collective bunch of pussies. It's really kind of, you know, and the one thing I have to say is that comment that I just said might offend people, but it's just the mentality and the way I grew up in gaming and why I love MMOs is that you're going to have to deal with people and you're going to have to get used to that. And in MMOs, more and more people are trying to write or trying to flip the script and change it, make it like a safe, secure place. And there's places where that can happen in lawful space. But because of the stage that we're at in Star Citizen, it just doesn't, you don't get that level of security that you're looking for if you just want to do things on your own. If you just want to do things on your own, you have to question to yourself why you're playing an MMO. Let that sink in for a second. If you want a dedicated time of space alone from other people and you want to do your own thing, you have to question yourself why you're playing an MMO. Okay, I know it's a crazy, mind-blowing statement here. But you know, I feel like that is the most common sense statement of all time. And yes, successful MMOs design areas that are safe in the MMO. And Cloud Imperium hasn't done a great job at that, right? But they will. They're working on it. And to me, I think a lot of people that are the quiet majority of people signed up for the danger, signed up for this fun, but they don't say a lot. And then the people that are in the minority are screaming about every little thing, right? So it's always this constant battle with me. Like, I'm always kind of wondering what the environment is with the gaming universe, right? Like, is it in fact like most people want spoon-fed content and I have no faith in humanity or gamers? Or are those just the loudest, squeakiest wheels that need the oil, right? I'm really kind of like at a point where I can't tell anymore, right? And like, I understand both sides, but when you put the sides together, sometimes magic happens where you get like people that want just their own time, their own space, maybe like an RP vibe, and then you get people that are PvPers, right? And then sometimes when you put them together in an org, it's really cool, man, because the RPers and the PvEers kind of give that like little bit of fantasy, and the PvPers go, okay, yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm finding myself like more into it, right? They open themselves up to it. And then on the other side of things, the RPers who would never do PvP, what they end up doing is they're with the PvPers and they're a little bit more open to PvP. And then the magic sauce is created. I mean, the magic sauce, the medical goo. The medical go. And see, this is why I love what I see Betty like actually putting our org link down here, because when I get super serious about Star Citizen will be the day that nothing gets wiped. So when people are wondering like, well, DG, when are you going to take your turn at it? When are you going to take your crack and finally step up and be this leader of the Plexus Syndicate of the organization? Well, when Cloud Imperium actually implies that there's got to be inboard wipes, that all the work that we do is permanent, and that there's land ownership. And the second that there is that, I will be really hardcore into building the organization, and I will take PvEers and I will take PvPers and I will make a magic gumbo. And PvPers will be very appreciative of the fact that they're like more immersed by having a little touch of that like PvE RP kind of thing. They won't believe it. They won't believe it's happening to them. They would never admit that they're having fun, but they do when that happens. And then the PvEers get a little bit more gritty, get a little bit more hardcore, go a little bit more PvP. They're open to it. They would never admit it. They would never say it's fun, but they have fun. And then that is how it's done. And I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it. I've been, one of my favorite things to do is take the communities and put them together to do different types of missions, like security missions. Security missions are the best. You get traders that are like only in PvE. This is the best way to do it, by the way. If you're building an organization, hi, I'm DG. I've built a lot of really big organizations. If you don't believe me, look at DG360. Pretty big organization of cool ass motherfuckers, by the way. But like, if you do this in a game, right, and you do it correctly, the best way to merge PvEers and PvPers together is to do security missions or escorts. And what happens is you get the industrials, the PvEers that normally grind and do the missions in the Moby, right? Which is how this is going to happen when I get super serious about being the org leader. Then what I do is I offer more money for goods that we craft because they're worth more money in a correct player-driven economy, or one that simulates it. We get a higher margin, and because of that higher margin and that player-driven demand from a player-driven economy, I can pay those pilots more money than they ever could dream of by doing missions in the Moby Glass. Can I get an amen for the industrials? They're going to make a lot of money for the Plexus Syndicate.
Can I get an amen?
Chopping the carrots. So that's what you start out doing, is you got to have a real economy that pays you in a margin, and it generally involves player-driven dynamics. And if you have that, then you can boost up rewards. I can give you 3 times the amount that you would get on a Moby Glass mission.
Yes, sir. Can I get an amen? Yes.
But there's more risk involved. There's risk involved if you're an industrialist PvEer, okay? You might be attacked by PvPers. But don't worry, because then I pair you with PvPers. Can I get an amen?
Yes, sir. Can I get an amen?
And that's how you start this magical, wonderful gumbo. Yes, that is how you do it. Right, and that's Erad knows this too, because he's also what I would call an empire builder, right? You got to have the flavors. You got to put all the ingredients together. You guys are the spices. You make it happen. And then when you do this and you combine these people together, and it's so much fun. It is the best time in the world. It is the best type of gaming in the world. People get to know one another. They develop friendships, and they last forever. I have friends that still on this channel to this day from Eve that have come over here that are old school members that are here from those days that I taught how to trade in the real world. I had people that I taught how to trade in EVE Online, and I said, how many of you guys want to trade in the real world? And taught them how to trade in the real world, and they took everything in the game that they knew and applied it to the real world, and some of them did better than I did, and they're balling right now. You understand? So this is the cool part about gaming that I love, that I cannot wait to do with Star Citizen, that I've been waiting to do with Star Citizen for ages. The reason why Sorial loves it so much is the community and the camaraderie with the people, right? Sorial's been to 9 mongrel meetups so far, right? Including sailing around Norway. So like, this is the best part, is these connections that you make with people are awesome, man. So awesome to hear. I love the mongrels. Shout out to mongrels. I love mongrels, man. Mongrels stop in here all the time.
This doesn't help you find folks.
Yep.
But it all depends on your
Oh, by the way, my friend St. Grizz, let's post this link in here. My friend St. Grizz needs people to subscribe to his channel. He's an awesome dude. He has helped out this community so much. There's the link. Go there. We need to get him over 100 subscribers. Something really simple. Let's just get him over 100 by the end of this stream. Thank you, everybody.
Server pop, your luck, and how much time you spend in the belt. So let me break this down for you real quick. Now, the yellow belt is a big place, but there is a part of it that sees more action than the rest. I'll call that the groove. It's about a 10 to 15 kilometer wide trail that runs.
And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the missions around the belt happen through the Moby Glass when you're taking missions. A lot of salvage missions happen there. Like a lot of areas in that little band going to the different markers. Your OM points. There's a lot of people that are flying around yellow coming in from like Crusader, coming in from different points. This is a very active area, actually, right? He's like, if you want like that player interaction, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it around Grimhex. You really are.
It's right along the asteroid field.
Yep.
It's a solid 630 kilos away from the moon itself.
That's right.
To the untrained eye, it looks like another patch of dead rock.
Nope.
But if you ride that thing long enough, you're gonna find what you're looking for.
Yep.
Looks like we got a little something. Uncooked spaghetti. Please don't turn. blow it up. Okay, it's not over. These dummies just gonna turn back around. Oh.
Oh, have you? You read? I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Shit. Dragonfly enjoyer. Dope. Gonna slide my way over here.
There's nothing to do here in Star Citizen, by the way. You see what I'm saying? Like, we talked about this last night about the ability to board ships when we were theory crafting how being aboard ships. This is it. We're here. You don't hear people talk about the good parts. You don't hear people like acknowledging the fact that we've progressed to this point. But like, this is awesome, man. This is awesome.
Hello.
Thank you, Aether. Thank you, bro.
But we're gonna have problems.
He's at 100. Hold on. Is he at 100 subs right now? Did you guys get Grizz at 100? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's see. He'll be so happy. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to tell him after the stream that we got him over 100 subs. Like, that's a big deal. That's a big number. When you first start out, you reach that first 100. That's a big deal. You guys did it. Thank you, DG360 community. Thank you for doing that. 101, awesome.
You got a microphone, buddy?
Awesome. We love Grizz. He does so much for us.
I told you.
I knew we could do it. I knew we could do it. Ooh.
Just got fried, dude. Just got fried.
Damn. Now,
and honestly, it doesn't pay very well sometimes because the hit that you take on stolen goods is like, it's not that great. They really need to make piracy have better rewards. I mean, for real. The rewards need to be so much better for pirating, for the amount of risk and the amount of time that it takes to pirate. The fact that you can be marked for a crime and some bounty hunter comes after you with all those pro tem contracts that those bounty hunters pick up. I mean, for the fact that you're being hunted, for the fact that you got the crime stat, for the fact that you're going out, taking the amount of time that it takes out of your day to do this stuff, pirates should get definitely a big reward. I'm definitely pro pirate. I definitely want the pirates to get paid more.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna hit, man. Yes.
It's a valid type of gameplay. The pirates coming in and doing this type of activity is great for the economy because it creates more demand for the goods. Like, it all, one hand washes the other. Like, it's great for PvEers and industrialists in the future, for crafters, because these people are taking the product and either keeping it for themselves or putting it on the black market, which creates a vacuum, which then the market needs to create more of those goods. So it's actually quite good. It's like a healing process that needs to happen, right? Like the damage and the healing and the damage and the healing. You need it in order to have like a functioning economy.
I'd say I got there a little early. And my parking job wasn't great, but we still pulled off the hit. But that last 2.5 minutes actually took 38. Not counting the time to find a dude. Now, it's hard to shave that time down, but it's entirely possible. And I'll rattle a couple things off the dome to help y'all out.
Okay, now Aether's saying something really interesting that I like here. Let it load up in my chat. I don't know why there's so much lag in my chat. He says, I think it makes sense that goods can be marked so it's known that there are stolen. Makes sense. It is 900 years in the future, but maybe they could add some kind of feature like a fence or some kind of tech that makes the good legitimate. What do you think? I like the idea. I don't think they'll do it on goods. I think they should do that maybe with ships, like larger based items. I think all in all, the more gameplay they add to this the more game mechanics that they add to like hacking, the better. So I'm actually in favor of what Aether is saying. I see how that could cause like a giant headache in terms of like the actual items on the market. But to me, I just wish that they would like very simply raise the rewards and not penalize stolen goods so much. Like they don't need to be as harsh as they are on the markdowns of the stolen goods. And also what I'd like to see in the future is the ability of when you steal somebody's ship, that it's your ship. But the fact that you would have ship duping would be really difficult because people have LTI, they reclaim their ship, and then you've got like another Connie. You know what I'm saying? Like in his instance, he sold a Connie, then you'd have two Connies, and then you've got an instance where you're like duping ships and people would find an exploit and they would like dupe continual ships. So that is something that needs looked into. But like when I steal a ship, I want to be able to keep the ship, even if it's a hot ship, and then have something that could hack it into something that isn't hot, right? Like you'd pay a pretty crazy fee on an item that you could use to make the ship not hot, right? And it would be like a tiger claw or something for ships, right? Aether said they've already said they'll do it with ships. I think just adding the extra step would be good. But yeah, the markdowns are strong. I think it's clearly a placeholder for now. Yeah, I think it's a temporary placeholder for now as people are bitching and whining about like getting griefed, right, Aether? But I really do think with the amount of time that pirates are taking out of their day that they should make it a little bit more rewarding. And they're actually penalizing pirates right now because they're worried about the crybabies that are like, oh, I'm getting griefed. And, there's valid instances of griefing, but I'm sorry. If you're in the Grim Hex area, and everybody who's played Star Citizen knows this, you're in a pirate fucking haven. You know that some shit might happen to you if you're in Grim Hex. Can I see some ones down here for knowledgeable Star Citizens and knowledgeable pilots that understand that if you're fucking around Hex, that something's gonna fucking happen to you? Right. I mean, like, duh. Or like if you're in Pyro, where you're at. This is the learning curve that I love about Star Citizen. It doesn't hold your hand. It's like, this place is bad, and you find out the hard way, and I would like to get an amen for that. Like, that's just the game. Yeah. And I also supported that the bounty hunting contract should be more. I also said they need to increase. Dude, I am all for right now at this very temporary point in time of the development for them to increase mining rewards, to increase salvage rewards, to increase bounty hunting rewards, to increase mission rewards, to increase pirating rewards. I want the rewards around all around the verse to be lifted up. Can I get an amen? They need to lift them up. Like these rewards are so pathetic. Like when you're grinding your ass off and you're not making enough. And if they want to like inflate prices of ships higher, okay, so be it. If they want to inflate a little bit on the commodity side of things and weapons and stuff, okay, a little bit. Okay, that's fine. But like, please boost up the goddamn rewards on activities in the game so more people get involved in it. Because I'm telling you what, if you're a salvager and you come back and you got a vulture, you got 300, maybe 400K credits for about a good 45 minutes, right? And you come back and you do it over and over and over, and it's very repetitive. You start wishing that you had a player-driven market that would give you a higher margin for your goods. Can I get an amen for those salvagers? Like, you see what I'm saying? If you're down on a moon or a planet and you're rock mining and you're collecting all the different materials and you put them in those little satchels and you're going up to stations, you're selling those fucking gems, and you only have, after like 45 minutes, like 150,000 credits. We need more people that have higher rewards so people are going down mining in the rocks. Can I get an amen? We need to get this out there so more and more people are doing these activities so the verse is more alive, and then pirates will have more targets to go around. You're creating game loops, you're creating more interest, a more dynamic verse for things to happen, and all you have to do is increase the rewards. Can I get an amen? Where are my amens at? Am I watching this by myself? Do you guys not agree with that? I mean, like, it is the easiest fix in the fucking world. You could tell anybody that is a dev over. I've said this to Cloud Imperium devs. I've said this. I said it to Donnie. I was talking to Rich. I was telling everybody over there. I said, listen, the easiest fix, and I'm going to say this again, and they roll their eyes when I say this shit, is to just increase the rewards. I don't know why it's so difficult. It's just temporary right now. Later on, when the economy comes in and people are actually pricing buy orders and sell orders, which let's hope to God we get to do that, you're going to see a huge increase when the economy starts to mean something because players are in charge of pricing. Right now, Cloud Imperium's in charge of pricing, and I say unto thee, raise the rewards.
Yes, sir. Can I get an amen? Yes.
All around the board. Easiest fix, more player participation, more people will log in, more activity, more testing the server's boundaries, more of everything that you want as a company, more revenue, more sales, more everything. Just increase the goddamn rewards, Cloud Imperium.
Yes, sir.
Just do it. Yes. Yes, Aether says you are 100% right. To be honest, I feel that even at this stage, the rewards should be higher, much higher. Yes, you need to dangle a juicier carrot out for people to go after that carrot, and then they will find the fun, and they will stay, and they will spend more money on ships. It is a no-brainer fucking thing to do. And yet when I tell the devs this, it's like I feel like they're just like, oh, here DG goes again about raising the like. Duh, dude. Like, where's the economist over there? Where's Tony Z?
You ready? Find your scanning and targeting together so you can always be scanned. Learn how to watch plays, learn how to predict how they move when they move, and choose the perfect time to strike. Decide on a good place to park or eject. Learn every single cargo ship inside and out. Which doors are weakest, which doors are strongest, how many shots it take to break each one out. Make sure to watch for his homeboys and keep a head count of players. Don't forget to clean up afterwards. Dump the bodies, watch for vehicles, and don't get greedy. Other than that, just have fun, man. Each one of these encounters is going to go different. It all depends on you.
Peace out, E-Rad. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Totally agree, Aether. Totally agree. Yeah, now Chris is bringing up a really good point that you're going to be surprised by my answer here, Chris. Chris says if you go to hangars of non-party members, you get teleported to ASOP terminals nowadays. And I'll tell you one thing. At first, I kind of hated that. At first I was like, that's so stupid. That's not hardcore art. But the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm actually thinking like, hey, it's a staging platform. You're on a station that should provide you the security, and you're trying to get ready for a mission in that area. I feel like that should happen. So Chris, I know that's a surprising answer that you don't want to hear, bro. Like I know, But I feel like the hangar should be sacrosanct, and there should be like a modicum of safety in that areas. Now, if we want to change that a little bit in the lawless areas like Pyro, okay, right? But I feel like the hangar is like holy ground, like how what was that in Highlander? They couldn't chop each other's heads off or fight in a church. I feel like the hangar is like the church in Highlander. Like that's an area that you should have some level of safety, because you're landing in the verse is going to get spicy and dangerous enough, right? But that I would say that the place that I would feel like you could be a little bit more dangerous is maybe in lawless space. And then, okay, somebody wants to get into the hangar somehow and get into your hangar. Okay, I'll say lawless space, all right. But like for lawful space, I would say, yeah, I'm cool with what's happening right now, right? It's ATC that's the problem, says, yeah, it says fingers, yeah. There can only be one, Mr. Krabs, says Maddie. Yeah.
Uh-oh. You should have stayed in it.
Oh.
He doesn't got much. He's got a little bit of neon, I think. Oh shit. Get out, get out, get out. Fucking armistice zone. This is gonna be really quick. I have to do this so fast. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? We're gonna test something real quick, you and me.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, fuck. It's over for sure. Ah, shit. Shit.
Oh, snap, man. Oh, snap.
I'm gonna reverse this up out of here real quick. And pop it over into this one. No shot.
And it is such a mess. It is such a mess at Grim Hex outside sometimes. Like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm just like crossing my fingers that I don't see these fucking space rats just camping out at the front of the hangars on the on Grim Hex, man, because there's so many shenanigans. You guys all know the play Star Citizen. There's so many shenanigans that happen outside of Hex's hangars. It's ridiculous, man. And I love it. And I love it because it's like it gives you that element of danger. It's a quick burn. Listen, it's a quick burn. As soon as you drop out of quantum, you burn. And then at the very, when you hit towards the area, I'd say about like 12K out and you're burning, make sure you got a good top speed and then come in with your shields and then crank the shields and it'll break you fast. Alt N for your hanger and just it's like one motion to get in there. Put a 1 if you've done it before. If you understand the Grim Hex docking method, put a 1 down there because it is an art form to do this. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite stations to dock into. It is a challenge every time that I do it. It's got to be like a quick burn. It's got to be a lot of speed. And right at the last second, you all end and you push B on your shields and you go. And then the next level, you find the door, you line up, and then you push N for your next break for the landing gear come down, and then you bah! And then when you hit there, you feel amazing. You feel like a banana fountain. A lot of 1s down there. That was nice to see. You guys know it. The Grim Hex landing maneuver system. Yep, it's the Grim Hex landing maneuvering system. Soria says, if I have to fly a multi-crew solo, oh shit, where'd it go? Where'd your chat go? Oh, there it is. I'm doing a sweep before I get in the pilot seat. Yeah, but then I know what dirty pirates are like.
Sorry, I had to do this to you, brother. Piracy is so back, baby.
It feels good to be a pirate. Until you sell. Like, look at the goods. Yeah, like, yeah, he's getting 36K on that. Raise the rewards. Oh shit. He had a whole shit ton of gold though. Woofa. Wait, was he not getting penalized on his rewards because he came in and hailed? Wouldn't the goods be marked stolen?
Greece citizen.
And now a word from our...
It's me. I do everything. Now I know what you're thinking. Greece, you look fantastic today. The production quality is crazy. You must have gotten a team to... No, I do it all. Gameplay, commentary, editing, sound. The works. And I notice a lot of y'all appreciate it. Sometimes I yearn for the grave. So I've installed a fresh new dono button in the description so you can get around YouTube's slimy 30% fee and support your homie directly. And I appreciate everybody who decides to throw some money my way, no matter where it is.
How does he do that? Man, this guy's giving me a tip here. What is he doing here? PayPal donate. Okay. So wait a second. Isn't this just like taking a payment? But he's not getting charged a fee because people are donating? Is that something that oh shit. Okay, I gotta look into this. Okay, I'm gonna give you this guy's channel. I like it. He found an exploit. He's actually pirating the system, which I'm a big fan of. I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna subscribe just for that. Let me get this guy's link for everybody here. So you guys have it. You guys go to this guy's channel and subscribe. Tell him DG360 sent you. And this guy has 3,000. Oh, this is a tragedy. This is terrible. Only 3,000 subscribers? What is going on here? What is going on? This guy needs more than that.
Shame.
Much more subscribers than that. Let's go over there. Let's help this guy out. Yeah, let's help this guy out. Let's get this guy to like 5,000. Let's do it. You know what we did yesterday? I got to say something that you guys did that I'm really proud of you guys for. You guys took a gentleman named Thrusters and Dust, and we got him over 5,000. He was at 4,700 subscribers. You guys pushed him to 5.1 thousand subscribers in 4 days. You guys did it. You guys did it. This guy wanted me to tell all of you, thank you so very much. We pushed him past the 5,000 mark, which is really kind of a monumental, and I really love helping out channels. This is one of my favorite things to do here because I remember how hard it was to start. And that the 5,000 number is such a big deal for Thrusters and Dust. So he says, thank you. We pushed him over the top. You guys did it. Thank you, DG360 Army and Algorithms. You guys did it. Let's get this guy close to 5,000. Let's try and break 5,000 for this guy too. All right. Go there and go subscribe to him.
Thank you. Greece citizen.
Well, there's more than 15 of us when it goes to YouTube. You know what I'm saying, Betty? But yeah, for the 15 of us watching, yeah, subscribe. Thank you. Hold on one second, Betty. It seems like I got to give you a class in you're the recruiter for our Star Citizen org, right? So I just got to teach you here. We don't try and, that was a no-no. That was, you understand, Betty, what you're doing is you're. I know Pepe. I know Betty just did a Pepe. Yeah. Betty is now the real life Pepe. Is that what you're trying to say right now? That Betty actually did the same kind of work that I'm accustomed to from you? Is that what you're saying, Pepe? Damn, Betty. Pepe is ripping on you with ripping on himself. That's something I do. You're copying me now, man. You can't copy that. I patented that. Yeah, dude. Right. That's what that feels like. Yeah.
No!
That's exactly what that feels like.
No! No!
So good. Dude, this guy's a genius. This guy kind of reminds me of Dig That a little bit.
Finally. Christ.
Love this music, man. Very Cowboy Bebop. There it is. There it is. That's the maneuver. You see, that is the maneuver coming in. There we go. The fast burn. See, the one thing on that is he's not popping his shields up. He's still in quantum. So the thing is the thing that I would highly recommend is popping that shields on to give yourself like a 5-second buffer of shields just in case some asshole wants to like open up on you a little bit as you're docking. It's like dude, nice flying too. I can fly like that with the keyboard and mouse, just saying. Yeah, nice one. Soriel's right.
Now, I've spent a ton of time out here in the belt. But there are folks out here who've been at this long before I became a citizen. Which shouldn't come as much as a surprise. Because this...
Yeah, like if you're turning the thrusters off, that's a great idea. Like if you come in a little hot, Soriel's right. You get the gears, you scrape them on the deck, you start sliding, then you push the I button to turn the thrusters engines off, and then you go... Yeah, right, Soriel.
This is my hangar. Now, this person in particular, they studied the game. They know what they're doing. And I've told them before, they got some of the best raw stealth gameplay around. And if you really want to learn something, I suggest you go check them out.
Doesn't look like the grease.
Disobey appreciates your donation.
Now, we ain't really gotten a chance to link up and do some hits together, but I do think they're one of the most underrated pirates out there. Super straightforward and to the point with very minimal edits. Definitely worth the watch. Now back to the heat.
And he's promoting other people. The dude's only like, this guy's amazing. This guy's fucking amazing. This guy doesn't even have this is the passion. This is the passion. You can tell this guy's a real one. It doesn't have 4,000 subscribers, and what's he doing? He's promoting people that only have 200 subscribers. The world needs more people like Grease, man. You got DG approval on that, man. Look how this works. Look at how this works. I'm helping out Grease. Grease is helping out that crew. That's how it needs to be, man. You know, that's how it needs to be. I do too. He's really good. Good editor.
Now, on the rare chance I find a reclaimer, I like to set up in the turret sometimes and chill. Let them fill up while I'm jamming out of a voice chat. stop right here, buddy. Now, you're not going anywhere, okay? You stand up, you're dead. You get me? Hey, name's Grease, brother. You being pirated. What did I just tell you about that, man? We're not going nowhere. Hey. Buddy. I said no. Talk to me. I don't want to kill you.
Dude. I was salvaging the other day, and OM1 is like notoriously bad on Crusader. By the way, it just is. And sometimes your route goes through. Try and avoid it at all costs, right? If you can, try and do some creative navigating. But this is a tip, right? And I was in an unfortunate situation where even I made a mistake, and I hit there with the salvager. I got disrupted, right? There's a Manus around. I was like, oh shit, here we go. And they're like, okay, we want your shit. And they were really good crew. I don't know who the crew was, but I let them know. I'm like, you guys are a really tight crew. And I said, the funniest thing was I just got done with the Polaris, and what was it? Can't remember the other ship, but there was a larger ship. I want to say it's a Valk, but it wasn't. And I eventually I went around and just looked around. I went EVA, and I like floated around inside the Polaris, and I was just seeing if there's anything to salvage after I stripped it for a little bit. And I parked my Vulture inside the hangar of the Polaris a little bit, had it poking out a little bit, and then boom, these pirates come in. After I had salvaged it, I went to OM1, and all I had in the back was an 8 SCU cargo container of waste. Like it was the funniest thing. Like that, I stripped it, okay, but I didn't pop any of the RMC out into my cargo bay because I had a giant 8 SCU. In a Vulture, that's a lot of space. I had a giant 8 SCU fucking cargo. I don't know why I even picked it up, of waste. And I put it in the back of the Vulture, right? And I had probably about 12 SCU of RMC in the bin, not pumped out yet. And they disrupted me on OM1. And they're flying around me, and they're flying around other targets, and they're popping people that aren't listening to the demands. The guy hails me, and I say to the dude, I'm like, hey, man, I'm like, all I got is waste in the back. And he's like, what? I go, I was out. I saw a Polaris and another ship. I pulled the only container that I saw in there. And I'm like, that's what I got, bro. I'm deadly serious. You can scam me right now. I went down. I opened up the back, right? I opened up the back of it, and I fucking tractored out one giant 8 SCU cargo of poop. I said, all I got is poop in the back, man. Dude, I had everybody, they were laughing so fucking hard, man. And then one of the guys goes, dude, aren't you DG, the guy who's the content creator? I said, yeah. And they were cracking the fuck up. They're like, what the fuck are you doing with a cargo container of poop in the back? I was like, dude, I don't know. I just saw a container. I picked it up. I put it in the back, man. Dude, I had them roll it. They let me go. I was laughing. I went off into the belt. And I did a little bit more salvaging. When I came back, I did not use OM1 again, man. So that was a funny story, dude. Like, I got to start recording again. You guys would have laughed your asses off. Right? Septic services. Right. And they let me go, and it was a funny story, man. But I still have the RMC. All right. And that my point is, it pays to talk to pirates, man. It pays to talk to them. Like a lot of pirates are actually pretty cool motherfuckers. If you talk to them, you just let them know the situation and circumstances. A lot of times they're gonna let you go, man. I gave them a good laugh, and that's the point, man. It's just like you don't have to.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
I wish I could give props to who did it. I don't know the crew. They weren't familiar to me.
All right, brother. It's over for you.
And they took it.
Sorry, I had to be like this.
The punchline is they actually took the 8 SCU of waste, man. They took the poo. I'm like, oh, you guys want it? All right. Okay. And dude, I got out of there. Oh my God, dude, I was laughing so hard. The poo bought me safe passage, man.
Don't want to talk.
That's great. That's funny, Sorium. Oh. Yeah, this guy's good.
Perfect.
Drunk man,
Hey man, it's been pretty cool, man, chilling with y'all, dog. Hey, you better steal some stuff, man. Hey, Drip Citizen next episode, dog. Hey, I'll catch you later, man. I got stuff to do.
That's it. Thanks for riding.
So good, man. This guy's good. Listen, this guy's real good, man. Like, I'm gonna link that one more time. Go over there, go subscribe, go tell him DG sent you. I gotta tell you that was a good watch. That was a good time. Lots of great tunes, lots of great editing. Not to be confused with Greasy Khaleesi. This guy's name is Grease. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Dig That. He's got just wonderful editing, great gameplay footage that takes days to put together. Frankly, this should have much more than 3,500 views. This should have around 10,000 views, and he should have at least 5,000 subscribers at this point. He needs some help. Let's go do it, everyone. Let's do that.